And third party didn't, again, he was kind of weak, but he took votes away from the Democrats. That's why they're not really that powerful anymore. But Sierra Club is trying to preserve the environment, thus looking out for people, whether or not you agree with their tactics, but that's what they're trying to do. And you have other organizations like Greenpeace that may be a little bit more extreme than that. You have ideological ones, and this is to convince government to implement policies that are consistent with their philosophies, like the Christian Coalition, the ACLU, American Conservatives Union. Again, they want to. It's just about morals and issues. Think orthodox progressive here. That's what they're just trying to do. Make it so it's either one way or another. You have government interest groups, so they're looking out for the interest of the government and what they do. The National Association of Governors is an example. If you see this chart, in 2001, these were the most powerful. You look at you have the NRA and you have the American Association of Retired People. Those are back in 2001. I know it's 12 years old, but you could just see how powerful those two interest groups are, because it's a polarizing issue, especially with Medicare and old people and things, and gun control. And interest groups and tactics, you got the use of media. And the interest groups use media to help get their point across by, one, like staging a boycott of things. And an interest group would be behind that to show their displeasure of things. Interest groups also have campaign contributions. They give money to campaigns to try to influence them that way. They also give endorsements of candidates. When the AARP comes out and says we endorse candidate X because they believe what we believe, that's very powerful right there. Very powerful. Candidates want to be endorsed by interest groups. The NRA comes out and endorses you. That could be very powerful. It all depends on where you live, of course. If the NRA comes out and supports you and you live in San Francisco, that's probably a kiss of death. If the NRA supports you and you live in Northern California, what I mean by Northern California, like Redding in that area, then that is something that's good, because that can help you there. Through initiative, reform, recall at state, local levels, that's what interest groups try to do. And these tactics are with initiative, referendum, and recall. These are how you get things done on a local level. Like we had an initiative, is you just put it out there. It could be either an initiative or a proposition. A referendum is you're trying to change that, change an initiative that already exists. And a recall is like you recall a public official. We recalled, or Arnold Schwarzenegger we recalled Governor Gray Davis, and Arnold Schwarzenegger was the person that got put into place there after that recall election, and that became popular after that. So it's like sometimes local elections, you don't agree with people, you try to recall them, get them out of office. And you also get mass mailings, and you'll get those right now. Your parents get them. If any of your parents have any right now, bring them in. But just make sure we don't have your address, but show them. You're going to start getting those because it's voting time. Very interesting. They also give issue report cards to rate candidates, so you know where they stood on an issue. Especially like the Sierra Club will do that. That's pretty big for the Sierra Club. They say these candidates are just horrible people, and if you're an environmental person, you're going to look at that and go, "Oh my goodness gracious!" And you're not going to want to vote for that person. So again, all this stuff is things interest groups use to get their point across because they get money, donations from people, and this is what they use their money on. They targeting of unfriendly candidates, again, candidates that aren't friendly to their issue. They go after them. They make sure that their audience is aware of that. And litigations, lawsuits, and things of this nature. Think of the NAACP and what they had to do with litigation for civil rights and things of that nature. And then also through lobbying. Realize that lobbyists are a lot of times ex-politicians and very, very powerful. Lobbyists are the ones who are the experts, and they help write laws. They have access, and I'm running low on battery power. Geez, they have access to our politicians, and so that's a big deal right there. So lobbyists are the experts. Interest groups, and it should say, and power. I'm going to stop. This will be the first series of our lecture because I'm 4 minutes over, and then I'll make the second series here real quick. Since obviously you can see I'm running low on battery power. So I'll stop it here. We'll stop at interest groups and power, then I'll pick it up.